Today on our 2013 Infiniti JX35, we're going to be taking a look at and also showing you how to install the CURT custom fit class 3 trailer hitch receiver. This offers the 2" by 2" opening, part number C13126. Now here's what our hitch is going to look like once we get it installed on our JX35. As you can see, we're going to have a completely hidden cross tube here, really going to keep the back of the car looking nice, but still giving us a very useful class 3 hitch. See, we've got our 2" by 2" receiver tube opening here. I really like the reinforcement collar that CURT uses. It's flush, it looks nice. And then here you'll see our safety chain connection points. These are going to be oval shaped, they're a plate style, so this is also going to give us some additional support. We've got our 5/8 diameter pinhole here on the side. As you can see, there's plenty of room really on each side, so with any class 3 accessory, you should really be able to get it attached on there. Even like one of the immobilizers should work out fine for you. If we come straight up from the front of our hitch, it's going to be about a 1/4 inch past our bumper, but the bumper is kind of tucked in at that point. So I don't think you're really going to have any big issues when it comes to like bumping your leg on it or anything like that as you're walking by. Now when it comes to towing and weight ratings, we're going to have a 600-pound tongue weight rating. That's going to be the maximum downward force we can put here at the receiver tube opening. The hitch is going to offer us a 4,000-pound gross trailer weight rating. It's going to be the total weight of our trailer and anything we were to load up on it. If we go into a weight distribution setup, our tongue weight's going to stay the same at 600 pounds, and the gross trailer weight rating, it's going to go up to 5,000 pounds. But we would certainly want to look into the owner's manual of the Infiniti here. We're going to figure out what its tow rating is, and we'll use whichever of those numbers are the lowest. Now, a couple measurements that you'll find helpful when you go to select your ball mount bike rack or hitch cargo carrier will be from the ground to the inside top edge of a receiver tube opening. We've got about 15¼ inches. Then from the center of our hitch pinhole to the outermost edge of our bumper, it's about 2¼ inches. Now, the first thing we're going to do for our installation is open up the panel that you've got here on the back side. Right in this passenger side compartment, there's going to be a little cover. You just turn it, lift it out of there. Right underneath that, we're going to find the spot to lower down our spare tire. Now you can either use the tool that's provided or a 21mm socket. And we'll turn it counterclockwise. That'll lower our tire down for us. Now we'll need to get rid of the tow hook that's here on the driver's side. We're going to use an 18mm socket. You need to take out the 2 bolts located here and also the ones that'll be right here around the side. Now let's get the 2 pushpin fasteners taken out of the bottom of the bumper fascia here. For these, we'll do a screwdriver. You just kind of work that center core out. Once it's out, we'll kind of wiggle it, and then that outer part should come with too. And we'll go over to this one, do the same thing there. Now we'll hang on to those. We're going to be reinstalling them. We also need to take the bolts out that are located on the top of that bracket. Now these we're also going to be reinstalling, so we'll hang on to them. Now on each side of our vehicle, we're going to have attachment points in the exact same location. You can see we've got 1, 2, and 3. These are going to be weld nuts, so best thing to do here, use a little bit of spray lubricant, then a nylon tube brush, and we really want to make sure we get these threads cleaned out. Could run into an issue when threading in our bolts if we don't. If you don't have a tube brush at home, this is part number 814092. Really easy way to clean it out. Now what we're going to do is just give our hitch a test fit. It may go right up into position. If it does, we're going to secure it with our M12 bolts and conical tooth washers. Those washers are going to face up toward our hitch when we put them in. We may have to trim this area here on the back, so let's just give it a test fit and see how it looks. I'm going to tuck in behind the bumper. Yeah, so it looks like right in that area, we're going to take just a little bit out to allow for that block to kind of slide in. Great thing is our cross tube and everything's going to be completely hidden. What we're going to do is find the center of our bumper here. So I'm going to go off of our fascia holes where those were held into place, measure it out, and we'll split that difference. We'll put us right about 16. That's going to be our center. Now, from that, we need to go 1.25 inches each way. It's going to give us a total hole width of 2.5 inches. So we got that and that. I'm using a dry erase marker so I can wipe it off when we're done. Now we're going to come up from this back edge 1 3/8 inches. 1, 2, 3, got it. All right, we can square that off and we'll trim that out. Now this is a pretty thin piece of plastic back here, so we should be able to cut this with a utility knife. All right, now if you need to, you can just kind of square that up a little bit. Now with our hole cut out, we'll raise our hitch back up into position. We'll get it up over the passenger side. Then we'll kind of bring our driver's side up and in. See, our hitch is now going to fit into the hole that we've created. And now it's just time to line up our weld nuts there. Put our bolt in like we talked about before. Now once we get maybe 3 or 4 good turns on that, we actually just let our hitch rest there. All right, now once we've got this side started, we'll just let that kind of rest there. And now it's time to go through and get our other 4 started. We're gonna have 2 on each side. You can push that exhaust over out of the way enough to get your hand into place here. Now with all of our fasteners started, let's go ahead and snug them down. Now we'll look in our instructions. There you'll find your torque specifications. We want to torque all 6 of them down appropriately. Now we're going to get our brackets reinstalled here for the rear fascia. Use just our existing hardware there. Once we have them installed on both sides, we'll put our pushpin fasteners in the bottom. Just want to make sure when you install it that the bracket goes above the fascia. That'll make it easier to get it positioned where we need it. Now you'll see right here we've run into just a little bit of interference. What's happening is our pushpin fastener is actually making contact with the hitch and it won't slide in all the way. Pretty easy fix for that. We'll just use some pliers here. We just kind of tip that down just a little bit. You see our fastener is going to go in. Now we'll get our spare put back up into position here. Now with our spare tire back where it belongs, that's going to complete our installation of the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver. Part number C13126 on our 2013 Infiniti JX35.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.